Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today, checking out some more beer from Harveys. And today, we're diving into what was originally my favorite beer style. We're drinking some ESB. So we got to give a massive shout out to Gary, Harveys, and the Wharf and Audible for making this review possible because we got beer from Harveys where they were kind enough to make a different mix pack than they usually do. And we got to thank Gary for helping getting the beer to Denmark because Harveys does not ship outside of the UK. And we also got to thank the Wharf for the glass. So we're drinking ESB. This used to be my favorite beer style way back in the day. But yeah, ESB. So bitters used to be my favorite style of beer, especially the ESB. Before I discovered everything else about beer. My gateway into beer was English beer. That's why I'm really stoked on drinking Harveys because it's some of the most acclaimed classic British beer. And this is a beer I've had numerous times, but only ever on cask. And this is Harvey's Tom Paine. This is their take on an ESB, at least one or two takes. I think they have two. They have one that's called Bonfire or something as well. But they say here on the bottle it's a full malty palate. It's got a full malty palate and a bitterness to match. It is 5.5%, and usually with the whole bitter spectrum, there is the ordinary bitter, there's the best bitter, or I think it's also just called the bitter, then the best bitter, and then there's the ESB or the strong bitter. And that there's a lot of other names as well for the different types of bitter. And it's kind of an ABV thing. Usually around like the 2% to 3 is around the territory you find the bitter. The best bitter is in the 4s, and then you got ESB, which is in the 5 to 6s. So this is also dry hopped, and it's named after the author of Rights of Man, who was an excise officer in Lewes in between 1768 and 1774. Yeah, Lewes. I keep wanting to say Lewes because of the way it's spelled. And that's Tom Paine. I think I haven't heard of Tom Paine. Maybe I have in the past. Well, besides as a beer name. Originally, this was released for Independence Day, and it launched their concept of seasonal brews, but used for a special occasion, just 1 month. And celebrated independent brewers. So this was maybe then the first, maybe even before the Christmas ale, because they also have the Valentine's Day beer, and they have a few different seasonal Easter ale. So, and then this is an Independence Day beer. I can really smell this from here. I'm really excited about this. So dry hopped as well. Like the fun thing is like we talk about dry hopping these days, and as it's a big modern contemporary thing. Everyone does it in their IPAs. Dry hopping did not come with the modern beer revolution. It's old. It's just with new varieties and pellet hops. Dry hopping has been done before the modern age of craft beer. So yeah, this will be fun to try. I haven't had this in a long time. The last time I think I have a picture a couple of years ago on my phone from the Wharf where I'm drinking this on cask, where I have the old Tom Paine beer mat next to the glass. But let's check this one out. So pours the color I expect of an ESB. It is nice golden copper hued beverage in the glass. It's got a nice off-white colored head. I could smell all the stewed fruitiness from afar. I'm looking forward to this. This is really fresh as well. This is from February. So it's only a little more than a month in the bottle. So let's check out Tom Paine for the first time in quite a long time, and my original favorite beer style. Oh, that makes me so happy. It's really rich in character, this one. Oh, man. It just feels so... I know nostalgia is such a dangerous thing, but nostalgia can also be really good. Nostalgia can be nice, but it can also be used and mistreated and be done wrong. Case in point, Disney. No, but like nostalgia can be a good thing, and this is just like, this takes me back when beer was not young for me. It was new. It was super exciting. I was like blown away by the flavors you could get out of it. This just takes me back to going to the Wharf every single weekend to try cask ales. Like, oh, they have this brewery. Oh, they have that brewery. It's like all this, and I was like, oh, I need to check out this brewery from this place in England. Like it started the hunt. The hunt for me started with these English beers. Like, oh man, have you heard of Brack's beer? Their beers are awesome. Have you heard of the Witchwood Brewery? back then there was also something with like yellow faces on the label. Who was that? Yes, this smells awesome. I'm getting loads of marmalade stewed fruitiness. Currants. It's kind of apricot-y, peachy, preserved fruit, marmalade fruit. It's got some breadiness too, a rustic kind of breadiness, sugar-coated breadiness almost, because there's some sweetness to it, some caramel toffee vibes, a little bit of butterscotch toffee, floral notes, nettly notes. Jesus, this smells fucking dope. This smells like real proper ESB. This just smells like awesome. Man, it smells great. So jammy, almost like a little bit of strawberry jam or something about it too. And almost like a floral soapy kind of thing. It's just like, it smells really nice. And you can definitely smell also like that classic, like that Harvey's yeast is so stone fruity. Like it's crazy. It smells great. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks to Harvey's, Gary, and the Wharf. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. This makes me so fucking happy, man. It takes me back to the time where beer was a little bit more simpler and beer-like. It was not what it is today. Fuck, this is outstanding. Like, this is impeccable. Wow. This is how you cut an ESB. Like, it really feels like a little bit like drinking something along the lines of Sussex Best, but just much more in your face. The fact that it's dry hop too makes sense. You have that drying hop sensation in here, and like that you get both from bitterness, but also like, not exactly saturation, because it's not like heavily saturated on hops, but it's a similar feel when you have like loads of hops in suspension that are dry hopping that adds to dryness. This is fucking awesome. I can't remember the last time I had a ESB or a bitter that was this fucking good. It is like benchmark example. There's nothing here that shouldn't be here. This is exactly how you should nail a ESB. Perfect level of CO2. It's like, it's not super high, but it's not like low. It's like really mid-range. And it's really full-bodied, and it is rich in character, both like that like unique Harvey's yeast strain, and it's really hoppy and it's really bitter. Man, I mean, I can see how I became a hophead from drinking these kind of beers, and just went all like, I really got into the bitterness, and I was exploring all these bitters, and then I delved into IPAs. I liked IPAs, but I was still like English IPAs, but I was still like, yeah, I preferred the bitters. I don't know why. And then it was like American IPA, American Pale Ale. Like, wow. Having Flying Doggy Style Pale Ale was the first American IPA, a Pale Ale I had, not Sierra Nevada. And I was like, what? This is crazy. But man, this is world-class ESB in my book. And I don't care what it's got. Like, it's probably got a 3.5 or 3.3 or something. Probably more than 3.3. 3.5, I'd imagine, on Untapped. And it's just like, yeah, it's just because it's classic beer. But this is just like, it's fresh, this bottle. It's brewed to a T. I want to brew some ESB now. And it's really hoppy. They use a lot of hops in this, I'm sure. Like, it's balanced, but there's a lot of hop character. It's got a lot of jamminess too. It's got currant flavors, which could be because they use Bramlin Cross. I know that's one of the hops they use. They use whole cone hops. I think they've also used some pellets in some of the beers they've done, like the collab I had with De La Seine and Burning Sky. But most of their other beers are like whole cone hops, and they're all British hops. But this has got all the British hop character you remember from drinking classical beers, like these nettly, currant-like floral notes, like very distinctly more slightly fruity hop characteristics. I guess also paired with yeast compared to like the world of Pilsner and whatnot. It just feels so English, so British. It feels steeped in history. So much like toffee, caramel maltiness, but it's never too much. And it's got like this marmalade on toast note. And it's both a little bit like strawberry jam to me, or just like mixed berry jam. a little bit, like that's a lighter tone. The big thing is like this abundant stone fruit jam, apricot or something like that. It's loads of that, and it's also got like a little bit of a grapefruit vibe, even actually, like pithy grapefruit thing on the back. This is a glorious pint. I can't remember the last time I've had an ESB of this quality. The only thing that maybe could get a little bit too much with this in the long run is that it has a pronounced sweeter character, like that sweet caramel toffee flavor, than say maybe their best. So it's not something you'd session as much of maybe, but like throw in maybe 2 pints of this among some other Harveys or classic beers. If you're at a Harvey's bar, pub, and have 2 of this and some other things. But this is just fucking brilliant ESB. Like this is world-class ESB to me. It really makes me want to drink more bitters. Yeah, current notes, as I said, marmalade, stewed fruitiness, rustic breadiness, toffee, butterscotch. It's like a touch of diacetyl, but it comes out as like butterscotch toffee more than like really buttered popcorny craziness, because it's subtle and it works with everything else. It's accepted in the style. Almost a bit of nuttiness, really nice bitterness, those floral notes as well, bitter herbal notes too, a little nestle notes. It's got a lot of stuff going on. It's very powerful flavor-wise as well. Like you can definitely taste like this is historic, well-crafted beer where it's craft. This is as much craft as modern craft breweries. This is a 95. It's easy 95. This is world-class beer. Maybe even a 96 or something like that. Man, Tom Paine, this is great beer. I've missed this. Get it. Tom Paine from Harveys. 95, 96, something like that. World-class ESB, benchmark example of the style. Like this is what would I want more? Maybe a little less sweetness would be one of the things, but it's characteristic of ESBs. They have more rich malt than the other bitters. But man, fuck, this is great. I drank this pint almost in the review because it's so damn drinkable. Thanks to Harveys for helping get a great selection that I purchased myself. This is not sponsored. And also to Gary and the Wharf. Well, technically it's sponsored because I got this glass for free at the Wharf. So kind of sponsored. But shout out to the Wharf as well. So yeah, if you guys had Harvey's Tom Paine, let me know what I thought of it. Wonderful, wonderful pint of ESB. And as always, please comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, all the social media stuff. And I'm going to say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.